blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. That's my girl right there. All righty. Hello, everyone.
Hola!
Thursday night.
Salutations! We made it!
Again, we made it.
And it's almost the end of a holiday weekend. We going into a holiday weekend. Hallelujah!
Yes, indeed. I'll take it anytime.
I'm so happy. I said, Lord, I just thank you. I thank you for this extended time. I'm excited. I'm taking my grandbaby to the Universal Circus this weekend.
Okay.
And she is so excited because she's never been. So yeah, we're gonna have fun. I'm looking very much forward to this weekend, So yeah. And I'm glad I can see the glow on you. You had a good week, Charles.
Yeah, it was a good week, I will admit Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was definitely, like stressful, but Thursday is my off day, so it was definitely a blessing. So that might be the glow, not working glow. That's what that is.
Oh, well, you see, I'm already drinking. I didn't wait to drink. I said, Lord, I got to have it right now. So yeah, I'm still in training on my new job. Shout out to my new job. Yeah, I love my new job.
Praise God.
I like the people I work with. I like the job itself. I'm learning a lot, but this is more up my alley than what I was doing before.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm really excited, about what God has done as far as, what He's done. So I'm kind of ecstatic. And
awesome.
Hey, it is pretty dope. So I'm happy. So let's get to the sponsor so we can get into this fabulous interview with this fabulous guest, right?
Most definitely. So let's go ahead and start with the sweetest line.
Sweetest line, you see it. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look how she did that intricate design on there. Y'all see that? That's the sweetest line, Makaya Mitchell, baby. She ain't no joke. She is the natural hair guru. If you want your hair done, you want your hair healthy, you need to go see Makaya Mitchell over at the Sweetest Line. She also has another natural hair goddess over there working in her shop who is amazing. She has nail techs over there. She has massage therapists. So you should go pop up and go over there and see them. You can go to the Sweetest Line. You can hit this QR code. You can call her at 336-734-3307. She's right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Now, if you want to drive, you can. If you want to call that number and see if she can come to you, guess what? Sometimes she still makes house calls, y'all. Give her a call. She's also on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat under at The Sweetest Line. And she's on Facebook under Makaya Mitchell. But whenever you book an appointment with her, tell her Carla sent you, okay? All right.
Sweet.
Now, next, we have my friend, Miss Myra. And we are talking about intuitive readings by Myra. And if you've never had an intuitive reading done, baby, you need to go ahead and get you one because I promise you, it's what you need in your life. It's not hoodoo. It's not voodoo. If it was, you still be all right. Because guess what? It's yourself talking to yourself. And you can reach her. You can hit that QR code for those of you that are watching. You can go online to intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. You can hit the QR code. You can call her and book an appointment for her location at 336-480-1653, and she is here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. However, she does virtual readings, so you can go to intuitivereadingsbymyra.com, and you can also book a virtual reading. Whatever you do, when you book your reading, please let Myra know Carla sent you, okay? And then last but not least, we have Myra again, but this time we have Made with Love by Myra. And this is just what she said. Everything that she sells on this site, or when you see her vending in person, she made with love herself. She makes all of these things: candles, oils, body butters, trinkets, jewelry, you name it. She makes all of these things. And Myra is amazing. She makes some amazing stuff. So you can once again call her at 336-480-1653, or you can go to Made with Love by Myra, and that's MYRA.co, not com, but .co. And when you get something from her, say, listen, Crazy Carla sent me, okay?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Real quick, Kamiko is in the building. She says, so I need to check her out.
Girl, I was watching you today, so of course I'm a Gemini. I hollered. I said, that's my girl. So yeah.
All right, so tell us about your guest.
So my guest tonight is, when I say her voice is off the chain, this is a singer, not a singer, a singer. Okay, she from down south, and baby, y'all, we gonna talk about what she has accomplished. Just, oh man, you got to hear the story. So I'm gonna introduce to some and reintroduce to many the fabulous, amazing songbird diva, Miss Patty Perry.
Oh man, hey y'all, you so sweet.
How you doing?
I am blessed. I'm so blessed.
That's
good.
the best way to be, ain't it?
It sure is. You better know it.
Okay. That's what, forget what you heard. Blessed is the best way to be. Because, baby, if you blessed, you got everything else, right?
That
I'll
part.
just say it so you can't fuss about nothing. Hey, sis. It's so good to see your face again.
You, man. I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Oh, girl, I can't. We're going to have us a good time, ain't we?
We're going to have a good time.
We're going to have us a time. So, for the people out there listening, land, for those of y'all that are listening in, and for those of you who are watching, we have the Miss Patty Perry. And Miss Patty and I are doing a show. Well, actually, she doing the show. I'm just helping out. You know what I'm saying? She said Patty Perry and Friends. So I'll be doing a little hosting, a little comedy, whatever she need me to do. I'm going to just jump out there and I'm going to be cute. And I'm going to be cute. I'm going to be right there. And so me and Miss Patty, the North Carolina Diva of Comedy got to be the North Carolina Diva of Comedy. She just got to be. Yes. So we're going to have Miss Patty in the building, and she has some other fabulous people coming. And before we get started, we're going to toast up. Look, today's drink today, y'all. Let me tell y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Yellowtail, $5.99. It's good to me. Okay. And I'm drinking it today.
Okay, and I got my concoction right here. I got to have this right now. So
what's it, that H2O?
Yeah, it is.
It's good for you. Make your skin pretty.
I gotta keep it moist up in there.
Gotta keep it moist.
Yeah,
you say moist. When you from down south, you put an R in it, moist.
Right, I gotta keep it there. Yeah. So I'm gonna take that. I just want you to know.
Go ahead, girl. Look, I gotta keep it moist, okay? My granddad used to say Rook. He said, go get some Rook out of the cabulator.
But you did.
So, Patty.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell the people where you're from and where you're at.
Okay, so I am from Winston-Salem, born here in the Trey Folk. I just
North
had
Carolina.
North Carolina in Winston
Okay.
Salem. Um, and I've been here forever. I've been here all my life.
Okay.
And I come from a singing family, and music is everything to me. I love everything about music. Everything about music. It holds some sentimental things, some life experiences, and you weigh out, weigh in things. It's just a beautiful thing, and I love everything about music. I know I love what music does to the soul of a person, and that's why
Mm.
I'm a singer. I'm a soul singer.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I know the first time I heard you open up your mouth, I said,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So take with you.
hey,
Yes.
listen, I love a singing somebody, and like you said, music is everything to you, and you can tell it when
Yeah.
you are up there, you can see that you are in love with it.
Oh yeah, I am. I am. It's crazy though, but I really am because it's just brought me out of so many different things. It healed me. You know what I'm saying? And I know the beauty of music because I always say, if I can touch the soul of a person by singing to that soul, because your face, when your soul leaves your body, it falls. But if I can sing to the soul, that's where everything dwells. Grief, bitterness, doubt, depression, everything sits in that soul. So I sing to that. If I can get that, I'm good. I got you.
Oh,
I
I
got
like that. I like that, sis.
you. That's good
Yes,
though.
God, I digging it.
Good.
Now, look, there go another singing somebody right there. That's Otis Simpson.
Hey
And
Otis.
Otis be singing, honey, singing, honey, woo, honey.
Hey
We be
Otis.
look, he be making throw your panties on the stage, baby.
Hey. Oh no, not okay, Otis.
Listen, oh God, oh Lord.
Did you see that?
You get that said, I said it. Now, hold up, who you talking to? Now,
Sorry.
Eddie, what's your
Yes.
zodiac sign? Tell the people what's your zodiac sign.
Don't. Okay, if I say this, don't underestimate it. Now, I'm a November 16th baby. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay. And what
And
that mean?
well, people have their own interpretations of Scorpio. You got the you. It's
I
a
say the Scorpios,
understanding.
y'all be on the dark side. You got to
It's
be
an
careful with y'all
understanding to
Scorpio.
them. Yeah. It's an understanding to a Scorpio. You gotta
Listen,
understand.
I'm glad you living for Jesus, because them Scorpios that ain't living for the
You
Lord,
gotta
they be
know.
kind of scary. You be like, oh, Lord.
That's a true statement, though. That's a true statement.
I
That's a true statement. But let me tell you this, and if I have some Scorpios out there that's listening, when we love you, we love you. And we're
Yes.
sure.
I have some very close Scorpio friends. They're very good friends of
Yeah.
mine. Some of my closest sisters are Scorpios. And my best guy friend, my brother's a Scorpio. My brother.
I don't have to
And
date one.
speaking of a brother who's a
Yeah,
Scorpio,
I
y'all,
have.
Patty Perrin has a twin brother. And I
I
found this
do.
out when I did her event in November.
I do.
So it was so cute. They were both saying, he was just grinning from ear to ear. He was looking
He
at his sister
was.
thinking like this. He was like, yeah, that's what
I heard him say she held, like she held. I was like, oh my God, Teddy.
he was having so much fun, honey.
Yeah, he
He
was.
enjoyed himself. He was so proud of his twin.
He
And you could
was.
just see it all over him. And I love that for you. I love how the community came out and embraced you when
Yes.
you got on that stage. Now, what we're
Yes.
gonna do, because we're gonna get straight into it.
Okay.
When I met you,
Hmm.
when I first met you, I didn't meet you in person.
No.
You reached out to me and you said, hey, I heard you a host, I heard you a comedian. Can you do the show? I got an idea. And you called me like in what, January, February? It was way in the year.
I did.
And you
I,
told me your plan and why. Now tell the people
I did.
why your event in November was so heartfelt and tremendous. What happened?
Okay.
What made you have that event?
So I before this incident, I was singing, like I was doing a lot of different things. But it's probably 8 years ago, I went into a car wreck. I got hit by a car. and he hit me, sideswiped me, and um, it caused me to have seizures, right? And so I lost my memory and my speech, and I was talking like this and didn't remember I sung and didn't remember my family and friends. It was the hardest, it was one of the hardest times of my life. So hard because it was so, some people, I don't know if they thought I was, I don't know what they thought, but when you, it was like my brain shook. And so it had to reset. So I had to reset it. It had to reset, but it had to reset on its own. There was nothing that I could do. It could take
Right.
7 days. It could take, you know, 7 months or 7 years. It could take whatever, however long it takes to reset. It had to reset on its own.
Okay.
So I just remember it was just so hard of just trying to remember. And my name is Patty Perrin, and people would say, "Hey, Patty." I did not know who they were, and it was just rough. But I
Yeah.
remember a lady, her name was, and she's gone now. Her name was Pastor Mitchell. Pastor Mitchell. I had to sing for a funeral, and I didn't want to do it, but she said that all you got to do is keep singing. Just keep singing, and it's gonna come back. And I would keep singing. I would just keep singing, waking up, keep singing, and keep singing. And before I knew it, I knew my name. Before I knew it, I knew my birthday. I knew this. And it's some people still today that I don't remember. But when I got that remembrance, I told God that I was going to sing. I don't care if people don't think I'm the best or whatever. I'm going to give my 100. Um, in November on my birthday, I made a decision. I said, you know what? I'm going to try it on my birthday. And I was nervous because I thought that I had been singing such a long time that people was not going to come out and support me or anything. And it was weird because I
And it
felt
was packed.
it was packed. It was a full house. It was a sold out show,
It was
right?
a sold out show.
Come on, come on. So that part, right? Um,
Yes.
and to God be the glory for that, because I was just
Yes.
like, I didn't think people was gonna remember me, but it was weird because even though people knew of me, I didn't know of them, and so it was like I'm new here on Earth. I know it's weird,
Right.
but I felt like I was new. I'm new, and you might know me, but you don't know that I'm new. I was just born yesterday. That was my thing. I know it sounds crazy,
No,
but
no, no, no. And I've
but
heard
that's
so many
cool.
people tell me when they get in like a wreck or something
Yeah,
that, how it shifts their perspective, it shifts their life,
dude,
you
my car
know.
fire and everything. And the guy that hit me is the one that had to pull me out of the car. But they wasn't gonna do it. But he was like, I have to pull this lady out the car. Her car is on fire. So I had to, I'm sorry, that's my fun. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
It's
prepared.
okay.
Um, but he kind of saved my life. He hit me, but he saved my life, you know. Um, but it was like I was like trying to find out what we were like in this city, what
Yes.
people were like in this city, what the music scene was like in the city, and
Right.
surprised me because I was like, why is this like this, and why? And people's like, well, this is the way it is, and I'm like, really? I want us all to get together. Let's do something.
But
Let's
that's
do.
what you did. But you brought everybody together and it was beautiful. And when I say it was all races there, it was
Oh yeah,
all
yeah,
class of people. It was, I mean, it was so dope. And through you, I met Top Carter Entertainment.
yes.
Um,
That's
the
my
filmographer. I met him. And
yes.
now that's one of my little baby. I call that's one of my little
That's
babies.
his name.
And he is so sweet and he's
Yeah,
very professional,
yeah, yeah.
very, very humble young man. And he did a phenomenal job of capturing the
Oh, he
moment.
he did. He did. He'll be back.
Yeah. 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 So
He'll be
I
back.
said, we're gonna do it again, bro. So
Don't be tired because I'm gonna keep coming until the Lord sent me down. I'm
well,
gonna
baby, every time you call my name, unless I'm on Broadway or somewhere,
listen. I
I'm
got
gonna
all.
be right there. I'll be right there with you. So I love it because a Patty Perrin event, y'all. is something. I promise y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Did Sierra send the link in for people to go buy the tickets? Well, for those people who don't, you can go to the Winston-Salem Arts Council
Yep.
website
Yep.
and click on buy tickets, and it'll pull up all the shows. And the first one you'll see is Miss Patty Perrin going on this Saturday. Okay. And what time does the show start this Saturday, Patty?
The doors open at 3:30. But 4 o'clock.
Okay.
4
And
o'clock.
she has lots of fabulous vendors. Y'all, the vendors last time were amazing too.
Yes, I got some more good vendors too. I can't wait to get to some of them.
Girl, that's why I said, Lord, I got to go through this gauntlet. Because, I go introduce, I said, everybody, I said, oh, Lord, I got to spend all this money. But, you be wanting to support people.
You do. Yeah,
and the last time you had, your show uplifted me so much because I was on a job that I hated. And I was in there and I was just like, Lord, what am I going to do next, girl? And God worked it all out. And so you ministered to me that night. I will tell you, you really did. Now, for that story, what you just told, that's phenomenal. Like, you had a brush with death. Yeah. And so it made you look at life differently. Like, there was a time where you didn't know who you were. You didn't know who other people were. But you knew to sing. And singing healed you.
That part. I never lost that part. I never lost the singing part. So that I'm indebted to it. That's my thing. And you will tell in my music.
Yeah.
I love it. I do. I really do.
Girl, I love when you came out there with that Batman cape on. I said,
wait till you. No, I'm just saying. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say that.
I'm gonna be cute now. I got to be cute now. I said, oh, Patty gonna be cute. I got to be cute, baby.
I ain't gonna say nothing yet. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, we gonna be cute. These people ain't gonna know what healed them, huh?
Let me tell you, I've listened to the band, and you guys gonna be on your feet the whole first half. You gonna be up. You gonna be up.
We gonna be up, girl. Listen, I'm ready. So, did you start singing in church? What was your first experience with knowing that you were a singer?
Well, no, let me take that back. I'm not gonna say church. My mother was a minister, but she was God fearing. She loved God. It was 6 of us, and so every morning, it was 6 of us, right? Wow. Okay. But she used to make us before we go out to school to eat breakfast or whatever, we had devotion. So somebody had to pray, somebody had to read the scripture, and somebody had to sing. And we did that every morning. Even some of the neighbors would come around to the house and we'd have devotion, and we all would just sing and we'd go off to school. But music just was always my thing. My daddy was a singer too. My daddy was a part of, I think it's called the Hallelujah Band or something like that. He had people on their feet too.
Oh, like quartet music?
Yeah, he was a quartet singer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love quartet. You know what? I like quartet music, and I love prayer band music. I sang on the prayer band at Phillips Chapel honey. I like singing with the old folks without no music. I love that. Because to me, that's the ancestral way. That's how we used to sing.
Absolutely.
And so I love that. I feel like you feel it all the way down, like your soul feels that kind of singing.
Yes. I'm so there. Really.
So shout out to mom and dad. And are your parents still here with you? Are they
No, my mom, her birthday is actually the day of the show. And I did that because I normally, my mom passed several years ago. It's been many years ago, but she passed May 1st, and we buried her the day before Mother's Day. And then her birthday is May 24th. So May, for me and my family, has just been, but not this year.
Not this year.
No,
not this year. And what's your mama's first name?
Her name is Constance.
Miss Constance.
Constant.
Miss Constance, we call your name because your daughter is getting ready to honor you heavy
Oh,
this
yeah.
weekend. So you got to be there with us,
Yeah.
Miss Constance.
Exactly. I'm
And
gonna
it's
honor
going to be
her.
amazing.
Yeah, and so
Yes.
many others too. I want to honor, some other women. I just want to honor women and mothers because they're so nurturing and they're just so good to us. You know what I'm saying? A mom, once you lose them, it's not the same. It's different. But I got
Uh,
some good play moms. I got some good ones.
yeah, we all do.
We got some.
My mama's still alive, but I have other women who I consider to
Yeah,
be mother figures. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I
Yes.
think I always can tell certain things that these moms would do. I'd be like, okay, mom, so what you don't done? You don't talk to her or something because they would say or do something exactly. She'd say, Trish, don't do that. She called me Trisha. She'd say, don't do that. Don't do that. Or do that. She was my biggest fan for sure. For sure. She really was. So we're gonna honor
Praise
her
God.
that
That
day.
is so awesome.
Mhm.
Now, um, with your mom being gone and you honoring women this weekend, like, and I mean, by all means, we want the men to come because actually the
Please,
men were all into it. Well, they loved that, honey. Those men were standing
please
up
bring
and
them through.
they had a great time. It was
Oh
so
yeah.
nice, and I was just so happy to be a part of it. I'm so glad that everything flowed so well, and the food was good. So, listen, honey, when it comes to food, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Listen, I say it. Come on now. I say it now. We're gonna have some good food and
Hmm.
vendors and of course the live band and horns and door prizes. I've got some great door prizes. I was like, a couple of them I want, but I'm not gonna be greedy. It's some good
Ooh,
stuff. It's some good stuff. But we want the women just to have a great time. And me and you guys come too.
yes.
It's just a
Come
celebration
with your ladies, support your ladies, because you know what? When your woman is happy, you gonna be happy.
all day.
And
That should be
I drank that ass. Now
that. Come
listen,
on, let's do it. Yeah, that should be in a law book right there. That should be in a law book. If
yes.
we not happy,
Like they
me.
say, happy wife, happy life, but I ain't nobody's wife. But I can tell you, when she is happy. Okay, now
Oh
we
Lord,
are almost at the halfway mark. You all right? You feeling okay? You
I'm
good? Because
feeling real
you was
good.
like, what are we talking about? And I said, girl, just work with me. I got you.
I'm feeling real good.
You
I love
feeling good?
it.
Okay, good. And y'all, Patty is taking time out from her rehearsals to come do this show because I wanted people. I told her months ago, I decided, I said, we're gonna do you the week of the show
You did.
because
Yes,
I
you
want people to have this fresh in their mind and get them tickets and come to this show and have a good time because
exactly.
word has spread because of that last show. Everybody's trying, but you watch and see what I say. What I tell you, I said, Patty. Now you know us folk, us brown peoples, us
Yeah.
black and browns. We
You,
have
you
to wait till the last minute sometime, but that's because some of us live paycheck to paycheck, to be
absolutely.
honest.
You said it. Yes. You said
Okay. And I
it.
said, you wait till the week of the show and wait and see what's gonna happen. Now I told you that last time, right? What happened?
You did.
You
And it,
sold out.
yes, so right.
And we get ready to do it again. Watch
We're
and
about to
see.
do it again.
We
And
about
I'm
to do
so
it again.
glad that we're gonna do it because I can't wait. I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. I'm certain.
Wow.
I'm certain.
I'm so excited for you. I really am. And to hear about your comeback and
Yeah,
your come up.
yeah,
And to look at you, nobody would ever be able to tell that you went through what you went through, that you literally had a life and death situation and you came out
on top.
on
Exactly.
top, and renewed
And renewed.
and
Yeah.
refreshed.
And refreshed. Right. Right. I'm new. I'm new.
Look at how you look.
Yes, and look at how I'm looking. Yes.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So that's the best
Come
right there.
on.
Yes. Okay.
God
Well,
is
it's the
good.
halfway mark. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our artist of the week. We always have an artist of the week on my
Oh, okay.
show.
Okay.
And then we'll pop back in and
Okay.
put some pictures up and show these people the magnificent Patty Perrin.
Thank you.
Indeed, great show. I'm loving the energy and everything. So tonight we have this is a video I love. This is my man Greg Lester, and I believe her name is Virtuous, and this is I Believe. Let's check it out.
Just like the seasons, it's crazy you don't need me, but you know I need you. In the middle of my storm, you say just sit back, let me lead you. Just know that I'm God. You know the feeling is real. You so in tune with me that you know every hair I got on top of my head, every move that I make, every step that I take. You know all about it, you know all about it, so I don't need to be fake. I don't know why you died for me. The answer's hard to find, so they're like we're playing hide and seek. But you saw something inside of me, and that's fine with me, because in you is where I find my peace. So when the problems come and make it hard to see, I'ma ride the wave, just like I ride the beat.
I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You died for me. I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You set me free. Yeah. Your ways and your thoughts cannot be explained. I ask a lot of questions because you want me to know you will and get understanding. I believe. I believe.
I be thinking how you love a little sinner like me. About my past, I know they wouldn't like me. You sent your son to die, and I don't take it lightly. Any problems that I have, I know you got me. Oh, I believe that you died on the cross. Yeah. Rose again to save the lost. Yeah. When it comes to this trip, man, I ain't gonna lie. You the reason for all of this sauce. Yeah. Gotta run it back, gotta run it back. You the reason for the sauce. Yeah. And I believe that I was bald. Yeah. You broke the chains and set me free. Ain't no way that I can't believe. It's because of you that I made brand new. I've been purchased, you paid the fee. I don't look like what I've been through. All my sins been washed clean. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Virtuous, won't you tell them what I mean?
I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You died for me. I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You set me free. Yeah. I try to wrap my mind around it, but your ways and your thoughts cannot be explained. I ask a lot of questions because you want me to know you will and get understanding. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe in the Father. Yeah. I believe in the Son, the only begotten. I believe in the Holy Ghost. Oh, I believe that you won, and we are more than conquerors. I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You died for me. I just can't believe it, yet I still believe it. You set me free. Yeah. I try to wrap my mind around it, but your ways and your thoughts cannot be explained. I ask a lot of questions because you want me to know you will and get understanding. I believe.
And that was Greg Luster with Virtuous and I Believe. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and get access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, ladies, back to y'all.
Thank you, Troy. Oh, I love Virtuous Honey. Child, that's my girl. I love her. And I love that song because it's just so it's fun. And I think a lot of people think you know, Christians get a bad rep sometimes because some of them are tricky. But
They are.
listen, we're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil, right? But being a Christian isn't all doom and gloom and all the crazy stuff that some people have made it out to be. There's a lot of joy in having faith and believing, and like yourself, singing yourself back to life. I just, every time I think about your story, I get chills because that is just so profound, that you didn't know who you were, but you knew to sing. You knew to keep singing. So what, did you send in any videos of you singing? Did you send in anything that I could show these people tonight, man?
I didn't. I don't think they did. I don't think so. Don't look like that.
Y'all singers be killing me.
No, but tell the people. You see now
look at that. Y'all, now ain't this a dog baby right there? Y'all, now I thought my locks be on point, but baby, this thing locks be on point. Y'all hear me? And I be looking, I said, look at her. Every time I see her hair, I be having hair envy. And I said, her hair looks so good. And she like me. We're gonna wear our wraps.
Oh, now. All day. That's and shades. I do that all the time.
Yes, ma'am. And I love it. I love this picture of you. You just look like you're glowing, like life is good. I'm all right. And then this is her serious pose. She's like, come on here, boy. Let me sing this song to you and get you right. Give you what you've been missing. Listen, and this is so cute. This is one of your looks at the event, and I love that hat. I love a good hat, girl.
I do too. I'm glad you. Okay, never mind. Let me be quiet.
I know you been. Look, she's listen, y'all.
It's you sit tight with that. You sit tight with that. You love a good hat. You sit tight with that.
Oh, I know that hat. You said the hat gonna be hatting. That's what you said, Pat.
You gonna be hatting too.
Look at her, y'all. Look at that. Look, y'all. Look.
You know what? That was 8 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
And what was going on that picture? Where were you?
I was at the Milton Road. That's the crazy thing about this. I was at the Milton Rose 8 years ago, upstairs, and somehow I got back to the Milton Rose. I didn't know that I was at the Milton Rose 8 years ago, but somehow we connected, and I came right back to the Milton Rose for the next show.
Now look, this picture right here is when we had church. I want y'all to understand. So we didn't know we was gonna have church. But when we had church in there that night, Patty done sang us so hard, honey. Everybody was in there crying like we was at doggone, honey. Like we was in the Oscars. Baby, I'm trying to tell y'all, that band and you and them background singers went heavy. And I love a good live performance. I love live music, and I love that your spirit translated to the audience, because that's what it's about as a performer. You want everybody to catch your wave, whatever your wave is, whether it's country, rock, R&B, gospel, whatever. You want people to feel what you are putting out for them to catch, right? And look, there she go. Baby, she had on. Look at that. She came out there like Darkwing Duck, and she said, "I'm gonna do this." And it
I'm
was
telling you that right there is so out of my character. But I didn't know it was out of my character. I just know that I was feeling it. I was like, I'm just gonna do it.
you
People
was
were like,
feeling it,
what?
girl.
I
We were
was.
all feeling it, and I loved it. I love I love entertainers. I love singers. I love musicians. I love like your band was in a little groove over there in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
I was like, look at the band, And who was that young lady that got up there and sang? Wait a minute, hold on.
Storm was
Yeah,
it
yes. So,
she,
yeah, this little girl, she stayed in
she,
front of me the whole time. She was a little girl, and I say little girl. She 30-something years old, I think she told me, but she looked like a little girl. Okay,
really
she looked
grown.
like a little girl, and she was just sitting in there all timid with her husband. And they were
Mhm.
just sitting in there. She was like, "Oh, they you so funny." She kept talking to me stuff. Honey, she got up there. I said, "Wait a damn minute."
Yes, yes,
'Cause I
yes,
didn't know
yeah. Oh yeah. Come.
the voice didn't go with the body, but come on, this that outfit.
It did.
This the outfit that I wanted you to give me for a donation because that outfit was bad, girl. I'll tell you, I said, "Oh." Not only did she come in here and sang us up under the table, but baby, she came in here high stepping. You hear me? And she was cute, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it was just a whole vibe. And I really hope that y'all get to come out and be a part of this whole Patty Parent experience.
Y'all gotta
Now,
come.
Patty, how do you pick your background singers? I want to hear I always want to know how, because everybody's answer is not the same. Do you have people that you have been dealing with for years and they're your go-tos? Or did you have auditions? How did you do your background? Because your background singers make or break you when you on that stage.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope they don't think I'm. Some people can't handle me.
Just tell the truth, baby, because this is what we do on Crazy Carla Concoctions.
Let me tell the truth.
We just tell
You
the
know,
truth with alcohol and drinks in hand.
I sing with a group by the name of Peace of Mind. They
Okay.
are a neo jazz soul gospel group. We hadn't sung for years because I'm assuming because I couldn't remember. So we completely stopped singing or whatnot. But they are the two baddest, they some bad singers. And I'll hit them every time. Every time. They are some bad singers. And from my understanding is what I was told now, because I didn't remember this, that we used to sing at a cold church and just do a lot of a cappella stuff, riffs and
Really?
stuff. Um, and that's how we kind of got good and started doing sketches, stuff like that. So all the time I go to them, but I guess I guess I'm just random with singers. Like I like passionate singers. Like
Right.
I do. I like passionate singers because you can deliver when you can deliver good. And I got some good singers again.
And I
I'm,
see you had Zawan up there. Now, you know me and Zawan went to school together. His
I
brother
didn't
was
know
like one of
that.
my best friends. Yeah, his brother Orlando was one of my best friends in high school. And Zawan was younger than us. I was a senior. I think Zawan was like a freshman.
Yeah, he
Or so
young.
I always consider him like little bruh. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But that boy been singing his tail off forever.
yeah.
And then I went to a play Saturday, Bubbling Brown Sugar.
Okay.
Um, and their brother was singing too in the play. Girl, when I tell you he was singing,
Oh, I
I
didn't
said,
know.
my God, honey. And I sat beside the other brother. I forget his name. He's the youngest one. He came out in 98 because I came in 91. So this one, no, he's not the youngest one. He's the next senior because it's a lot of them gangsters.
Yeah, it is.
But different. Yeah, the mama, yeah. And so all of them can sing or do something.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so Z always could sing,
yeah.
Zoo could sing.
Yeah,
And
they
so
are
I remember that about him. Yeah.
him. And so, did you know the other girl? Yeah, Diana.
No, I met her, but she was singing too. The one
Okay,
she
oh
had the
yeah,
dreadlocks like us.
yeah. She
Yeah.
a bad alto. Like
Oh yeah, honey. She was holding it down.
she's a bad alto. Like she is very, very good and very creative. If I go and talk to them when they was trying to help me through the process, they used to say that we were the three individuals that could sing, but we was never given the opportunity because it was always other people to sing, before us. But
Right.
to get us through together, check us out. Peace of mind.
Yes. Okay. I
Yes.
love that. So,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to someone who is coming up, coming behind you, and they don't know how they're going to do a show? They don't know where they're going to get the money from to do a show. They don't know how it would work. What would you tell them? What advice would you give to people that are out here trying to get it out the mud? What would you tell them?
Well, I'm gonna always say, first of all, know what you really want to do. It's not
Mhm.
easy to put on shows like that. It's not easy at all. Um, but you got to write the vision, write it down, write your plan down, and write what you want. I always say, for me, my vision is always bigger, than my pockets. But God always make a way. But you got to write it down first, and then you have to ask God to give you direction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a stickler with that, asking God to give me directions, what songs to choose, because the songs has to be needed for the people for that evening.
For
Because
your audience.
right, for your audience, because we can put on masks. We can put on good masks. Somebody
Mhm.
thinking about suicide. You
Yeah.
don't know. So give me the right tune for that person. You know what I'm saying? And it's important and
Yes.
true to yourself about it. And don't be nobody else. There's only one Patty. Now, there's only one me.
And that's what I like about you. You do have a unique
One, yeah,
sound. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I can't be nobody else. I mean, I I ain't gonna say I try because I don't. Because I don't. I just that's all I know to do is just be me. And hopefully you like it, but if you don't, it's okay. Because God was on purpose. He did it on purpose. He didn't say Patty a tennis player or a basketball player. He said music. So when he created me, he did it on purpose. And he
Oh,
threw it in there. So he did that intentionally for me. Right?
ain't that
So
fun?
yeah, that's good. He gave it to me.
It gave
So
it to you.
cherish that. Because everybody can't do it. Everybody
Yeah.
can't. Everybody can't do it.
And you have to, as an entertainer, right?
Yeah,
You have to give yourself pep talks all the time.
you
I
do.
can't tell you how many times I done quit being a comedian. I said, I'm done with it. I ain't doing it no more.
You do though. Real, you really do. Because you get this
And here
times.
I am, right? And then the acting, and just every time you start feeling down about what you're doing, it's like the ancestors, God will
Mhm.
remind you, hey, you built for this.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so you got to jump in there with both feet, and do the things, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because when you don't do it, you feel lost.
Oh my God. It was awful. It was awful. I
That's
knew
me. I
what
had to admit, I said, when I'm not on somebody's stage, I be feeling like, what is happening? What is going on? No,
do you really?
really.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe that though. I do. I do. I do. I believe it's innate in you. God gave you those talents to
Yeah.
use to go out, to serve. It's not for you. It's not for you. I mean, it's not. It's not for us. It's to go out and give. You know? That's how
Thank
I
you.
look at it anyway.
I love that.
Good at
I
it too.
absolutely love that. So since you're doing this show for the mother, are you a mother? Do you have children, Maddie?
No. I've lost kids before, but I'm not. I'm not.
So you are a mother.
I
Because
am.
if you carried life in your body,
I am. I've
that's
lost
you're a
people.
mother. You're a
Yeah.
mother of babies that went back to God. And I tell people that all the time. Don't negate mothers whose children didn't make it here. They're still mothers because you wanted those children, you carried those children, and those are children. And not just, I mean, not just that, but a lot of mothers who don't have birth children, mother plenty of children.
Oh yeah, that's a given for me for sure. For
Yeah, and like even with me having children, I never planned on having children, but child, as you can see, that
sure.
is not what happened. Okay, and I have always been the fabulous auntie before I was the mama.
Me too.
And I had no problems being that. I've always nurtured other children, even when I was a child. I'm a Leo. So I'm like
Oh,
a Pied Piper with children. I love children.
oh,
Me and children get along real good.
yeah.
But children and I have an understanding. You are the child, and I'm not.
I mean that.
And I think that when you mother another person, when you really are looking out for someone else, you are a mother.
Yeah,
The aunties, the grandmas,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
mama's best friends that became aunties, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We all
Absolutely.
have those in our family, and I'm so grateful for those women. Those
Absolutely.
women have done, I have worked on jobs like three of my closest friends I met at work,
Hmm.
older ladies, older than me. When I say older, like in their 60s and 70s now. But when I met them, I was a young mother, married, didn't know what the hell I was doing with myself,
Right.
child.
Right.
And
Right.
and they would look out for me. They would tell me stuff. They would be like, Carla,
Mhm.
come on now, do this, help, and they helped me. And so when I got to that, state where I'm at now I'm doing it because
Yeah.
that's what we as women have to do. We have to
Absolutely.
take care of each
Absolutely.
other.
Absolutely.
I
Yes.
believe in that. So I'm
Yes.
so glad that God allowed you to fight your way back. That the ancestors said, "Oh no, child, you got something to do." And
I do.
it's in that throat of yours. You gonna come out here and bless the
Oh,
good folk with
yeah.
that voice.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and we are just so happy. Now, Patty, I know you said you tired of Patty, you ain't gonna sing nothing for us tonight,
Listen,
Patty.
listen. You don't hear them, but they in there right now
You
in
you could just sing one line,
they
Patty.
in the living room waiting on me because I got practice after this.
Go on in there,
Y'all
Gary. Tell
singers,
them coming out sing a line with you. Something.
y'all
No.
singers, y'all know that you gotta preserve. I was talking to my
Okay, I ain't messing with you. I
one of the
know.
musicians last night. He kept talking about sing, and I was like, I gotta preserve. It's a
Yeah,
lot, you
because
know.
you'll be hoarse on show day.
And
I
I'm
know.
fairly hoarse now. That's why I'm drinking a lot of water. Stay hydrated, singers. Drink
Yes.
drink water all the time. Oh,
Room temperature and warm, not the cold stuff. Okay.
right. Do you guys have to do that? The comedians have to do that?
I do. I mean, well, I grew up. My dad was a musician,
Oh,
and my mom loves music, and I grew up around people singing and all that stuff. And my daddy, I've just always been a lover of music.
I bet you can sing
I
too,
used
huh?
to sit when my dad's band used to rehearse. I used to get behind. We had a little chair. I would sit behind the chair and I would blend in and I would listen.
So
And then
you
I'd
can
pop
sing
out
too?
and sing. Yeah, I could carry a tune when
Why
necessary.
you have to look down when you said it?
Huh?
Why you have to
What?
look down when you
Look
said it?
down at what? I
I
mean,
don't know what you're looking down
I can
at.
sing when necessary. I mean, I don't consider myself a singer,
Okay,
but
keep that in mind too. Okay, because this is gonna be a different show. I'm telling you, it's gonna be different.
okay.
So just be ready. I'm just saying.
Oh Lord, this lady right here, y'all. I love her.
Just be ready.
So tell the people. So
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
going to tell y'all again. Y'all can go to the Winston-Salem Arts Council
Yes,
website.
yes,
Um, you can go on there. Tickets are available. You can also follow Miss Patty Perrin on the social medias
yes,
because
guys.
we are posting things there. Whenever she has shows and events, you can see those events by following her on TikTok. What's your TikTok handle, Miss Patty?
I don't know. I'm not on TikTok like that. I'm
Oh
sorry.
Lord, she on there, y'all. Well, just go to my page,
I'm
Afro
sorry.
10,
I'm
and I
trying to
made a
TikTok.
whole post of her on there, and I tagged her in it. So
Yeah.
she's there. She's also on Instagram under Patty Pierre. I know for sure she there. Patty with a Y, not Patty with an I.
Right, with the Y. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And she's also on Facebook under Patty Parent. And is that two R's? Perrin. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
please make your way
Come through, you
to
guys. You will love
go
the show.
check her out. Y'all come to the show.
Come on
If
through.
you are here, if you're available, if you bring your mama, bring your sister, bring your auntie, bring your cousin and your friends and your neighbors. So come on.
Come on
And
out.
you're going to have a great time. I promise you, you're going
Right.
to have the time of your life because Patty, she had that thing jumping in that last time.
We're gonna have a-
Okay.
we're gonna
She
have
know
a-
how to put on a party. That's what I said. It wasn't a show. It was a party.
was
And
a
it was
party.
really nice, And I love how your people were cheering you on.
Oh,
And then I told you we had church.
we had church.
We didn't have church.
You
We
gotta
had
give glory.
church.
You gotta give him some glory. He got to get the glory from some of this now. Now he was good. He been good to me. He's been great to me. To be here.
Baby, I said, where am I at, Lord? I was sitting over there in the corner. I said, Lord, I ain't gonna start shouting at this woman in mid, God. I ain't gonna do it. I turned and looked at the wall. Then, oh yeah, I was hitting on your uncle, y'all. Patty had a little Uncle Bill. His name was Uncle Bill.
Oh God, everybody gotta have.
And I
Uncle Bill.
told Uncle Bill, y'all know if y'all watch my comedy egg, I be talking about Mr. Willie. That's my older gentleman that I fool around with sometimes.
Oh, God.
Honey, Uncle Bill said, girl, don't fool with me, girl. He said, you ain't
He
like that. He told me, girl, you don't want that. That's what he told me. I said, okay.
He telling you the truth. He telling you the truth. He ain't lying. He telling you
He
the
said,
truth.
girl, you ain't ready for this. I said, okay, then. Let me go sit my ass down somewhere, honey. Let me leave him alone.
Oh, God, I didn't know he said that. Oh my goodness.
He did. It was so hilarious, girl. He looked me dead in my face. He said, look, girl. He called me a little girl. He said, look, girl.
Oh my God.
I said, I ain't been a little girl in a long time, Uncle Bill. I said, well, listen, I'm going to be good because I got an Uncle Bill too now. I know how y'all bills cut up, so I believe you be here. Girl, but when that man told me, little girl, he looked at me, he said, now. I said, okay.
My uncle is crazy. He is he's fun to be around, though. He's really fun.
He was so sweet. He was sweet. Everybody there was sweet. It was great. It was wonderful.
And you
And
were
we-
great and wonderful. And I thank you so much. Like, that's why I'm having you back, because they loved you.
Thank you. Yay.
With some
That
things.
always makes me happy. Hey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
So this Saturday, May
Yes,
24th in downtown Winston-Salem on Poplar Street. For those of you who are familiar with Winston and those who aren't, Haynes Brand Theater has different sections, but we're in the Reynolds Theater part. So when you walk up the beautiful steps and you walk into the vendors, there's an area where they help. Listen, they're gonna have popcorn. That popcorn was good out there too, but they're gonna have food. And then they got drinks and libations out there if y'all want to get drinks and libations. Okay, they out. And they out there, and everybody's just gonna be there to support Miss Patty Parent. So I hope that I get to see y'all.
Yes, guys.
Come on out. We just want to see you. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And what do you want to leave the people with, Patty? What do you want to tell the people before you leave? What words of wisdom does Patty have today?
Life is short. Love one another and love life. We only got one.
You only got one life.
Live.
Y'all, we had the legendary Miss Patty Parent on my show tonight. And I'm so excited that she was here. I'm so glad that you were here, sis. I pray that God continue to just give you increase and abundance more than you can even wrap your mind around, because you deserve that, And I just wish you the most successful show ever. I just pray that it just keeps going up, up, up from here. All right?
Thank you so much. I love you so much, and I thank you. We're going to talk later. Okay.
Yes, girl. Listen, I'm ready. So
Good deal.
You have a great rehearsal.
I
For
will.
those
I'm
of
gonna
y'all,
today.
this was the 105th episode of
Congratulations,
Crazy
sis.
Carla's Concoctions. I thank y'all for hanging in here with me and listening and watching. And until next time, peace.
Peace. Love you.
That's my girl right there.